What's up, everyone? I am Sean Moerity.
I'm Benjamin Walters.
And welcome in, everyone, to not only the Two Irish Brothers show, but another season of Notre Dame football 2025 edition. This is crazy, Ben. Our fifth year of doing this show, but our sixth football season.
Yep. And what a way to start year six. Because, I mean, the season preview, if you will, doesn't really count. But what a way to start year six than with the Hurricanes of Miami.
Yes.
Does it get any better than that? I don't think so. Well, maybe Ohio State, but just to try to exercise some demons. But no, I'm excited. I'm absolutely excited. It's game week. We got a little teaser last weekend with week 0 with some interesting matchups. The incredible Hawaii blocked field goal and then made field goal, which was insane.
Yeah, that was nice. I saw the highlights of that. That was insane.
Just craziness. So yeah, I'm excited. And this weekend we got two huge matchups in the top 25, where it is Notre Dame and Miami and Ohio State and Texas. So just absolutely incredible. Both primetime games. Can't ask for much more than that. I love it. And the nice thing is the Notre Dame game is on a Sunday and we have Labor Day off. So that's pretty freaking awesome.
That's the next best part is you watch a game on Sunday night, no work the next day. I freaking love it.
It's fantastic. Like, it should be like that all the time. But yeah, so we're here, and we have a starting quarterback. And we're set. And what a way to usher in the CJ Carr era with Miami on the road in hostile territory. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Well, and here's the thing, Ben. You and the viewers have heard me say this for quite a long time now, and yes, I'm going to say it again. I said for the longest time that when both CJ Carr and Dante Moore came in here at their respected times, it, of course, depended on which one was going to transfer.
Yeah.
And obviously it turned out to be Dante Moore, who I don't know if he actually officially came here, but he did commit and decommit and then went elsewhere. Yeah. So I knew that as soon as he left, all right, this is going to be CJ's team to lead in the future. And now that time has arrived. But at the same time, you can't blame Marcus Freeman for going to the transfer portal for a quarterback the past couple of years. He had no choice. The quarterback room was not ready yet. There just wasn't enough there.
Yeah.
So you had to go with a couple bridge quarterbacks. But no, it's CJ's time. Now, to be fair here, and I said this in the season preview video, he is a first-time starting quarterback at the collegiate level. He is still young. You have to expect growing pains, especially when your first start is against a top 10 team.
Right.
So
no, I agree. I 110% agree. Yep. No, it's a tale of yin and yang with Miami and Notre Dame. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like, Carson Beck's been through it all. Literally everything that you can throw at a quarterback, Carson Beck has been through for Miami. And then there's CJ Carr, who has been through nothing yet. Nothing. Has not thrown a pass in an actual college football game. You know, blue and gold don't count. Practices don't count. Scrimmages don't count. Like, this is the big time. This is the real deal, you know.
His only regular season appearances have been handoffs.
Right. So, you know, now it's time to take the next step. And we're here. And not only are we here, but we're traveling somewhere else. And let's talk about that for a second. So Miami and Notre Dame have a history. You know, anybody that knows college football that's been around it for a minute, they know the quote unquote rivalry, if you will, between these two schools. Now, to add more fuel to the fire, okay, the last time we played Miami, they thumped the crap out of us in Miami. But to add even more fuel to the fire, then this one I didn't know when I was reading a preview the other day. Notre Dame has not beaten Miami in Miami since 1977.
Yeah.
Those are some big demons to exercise this weekend. Not going to lie. And we owe the Hurricanes an ass whooping. Just going to say it right there, right then and there. Like, we owe it to them. After what they did to us in prime time, all those years ago. So I'm ready. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to show what.
I'm very ready. I am very ready.
We were just here. We won the Orange Bowl. We were just here. And it's time to do it again. It is time to do it again. Plain and simple.
Absolutely. And also one thing you got to realize too, with that not having beaten them in Miami since the 70s, there's been a long period where, one, we didn't play them, and two, a lot of the matchups have either been in South Bend or there's been a couple times. Well, actually, I just one that I know of where it's been the Shamrock Series in Chicago.
Right. Was in Chicago.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. The last time we played.
But it's still a long period of time, and they're going off of that. That's the thing. Like, they're going off of that, and they're going off of the fact that the last time we played them, it wasn't a close game. Like, Notre Dame was never in that game.
No.
I mean, maybe when the ball was kicked off in the very beginning, but that was it. So
that game was the only time where I ever did a game recap before the game officially ended.
Yeah.
That was when I was still on my own before we teamed up, and it was not a pretty night for sure.
No.
But also something else to keep in mind, and I hate to bring up bad memories, but this does sting. The last time we played on Labor Day, or the night before Labor Day, I should say, it was a heartbreaker against Texas back in 2016. Both teams gave it all they had, but we came up short in overtime.
Yeah.
But that was a fun game to watch when I think about it. So it's time to remedy that as well.
Yeah.
So let's just get right down to the breakdown of this game. So we come in with a lot of new cast members, if you will, on especially on offense. Now, yes, CJ Carr is young, but he's got quite the supporting cast around him. Even though there's a lot of new faces, these are all veteran guys, especially the receiving core. And I know people are saying, why aren't you stating the obvious, Sean? Well, I'll get there. But a lot of it comes in the receiver department. So we got Malachi Fields that came in here from the University of Virginia. We know his track record, very solid. Also, Will Pauling from Wisconsin. And then you got the usual returning supporting cast and Jaden Greathouse, who had a big breakout year last year. Very just outstanding season. He actually kept us in that national championship game against Ohio State. Had some big catches, couple touchdowns. And then you got the speedster and Jordan Faison. He's due. I don't know how you feel, Ben, but Faison is due.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's due, and I think and people are going to be like, what? I think Jeremiah Love's due. Not going to lie. Because he played most of the season last year hurt. Most of the season hurt. So let's be healthy, and let's show the world what we can do when we're healthy. So, and that'll take a lot of pressure off of CJ Carr, too, if we can establish the run properly and the way that we have shown in the past and just absolutely running down Miami's throat.
Well, that's what I'm getting at here is with both the running game and the receiving game. Of course, I was going to get to Jeremiah Love. I'm not stupid enough to forget him.
No, I don't think any of us would ever forget.
So
what should be a very special season.
I agree. Absolutely. So when you look across in the skill positions, running game and receiving game, this is pretty deep because after Faison and Malachi Fields and Jaden Greathouse, like I said, you have Will Pauling, Micah Gilbert, KK Smith, Cam Williams, Logan Saldate, who a friend of ours had on his show one time, Elijah Burris, son of Plexico Burris. Then with Jeremiah Love, you get Jadarian Price right behind him, Aeneas Williams, the speedster, Nolan James Jr., he's new. I think he is an incoming freshman. But the bottom line is we're stacked at the skill positions. And then you look at the offensive line. Yeah, it sucks that we don't have Jagasaw in there because of the accident that he suffered. But these guys, Knapp, Schraith, Craig, Wagner, all those guys stepped up big time. I mean, and they were like, a couple of them were freshmen or guys who were making their first career starts last year. They did a phenomenal job. So now it makes me wonder, with the experience under their belt, how deadly good could this offensive line be?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that's the incredible thing with this line is that although they're young, they're not, because all these guys had to step into roles that they weren't ready for last season, and they got that experience under their belt. And not only did they get the experience under their belt, but they got big game experience under their belt too, because that's a whole different scenario and situation. So yeah, I think the biggest problem in this game will be the heat. That'll be the biggest thing is, can you handle South Beach heat? And Miami's used to it. They've been practicing and playing in it, and spring and fall ball the entire time. But our guys, it gets hot in South Bend in the summers, but Miami heat's different. So yeah, that'll be the big one. The other big one will be some of the key players for Miami. Obviously, everybody knows Carson Beck. I mean, he comes in from Georgia. We have an opportunity to silence some critics, if you will.
Yeah.
Because we heard it last playoff season.
I know where you're going with this.
If Carson Beck had played, Georgia would have won the game. I don't know about that. I think we really hit Georgia in the mouth in that game, but that's in the past. Carson Beck's healthy. He's ready to go. He's ready to prove himself, and this is his opportunity. He will lean on Keelan Marion, a fifth-year senior wide receiver who also has a lot to prove and wants to prove to everybody that the Hurricanes are taking the next step. And then on the other side of the ball, Wesley Bassane, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, linebacker. He's a senior, one of those rare guys that has always been with one school. He's been with Miami from the beginning. He's in his fourth and final season. He's going to want to go out with a bang. And then on the back half, Zachariah, I think it's Zachariah. Don't quote me. Zachariah Oyster, is a defensive back. He's young, but he will make CJ Carr pay. He is the Benjamin Morrison, if you will, of the Miami Hurricanes. So I'm going to have to be very, very careful when throwing to whoever he's covering, because these guys will give the Notre Dame offense absolute fits. But like I said, Marion and Beck will definitely give the Notre Dame defense fits. So we have our work cut out for us. I mean, this is not going to be an easy game. I don't want anybody thinking that Notre Dame is just going to waltz into Miami and come out with an easy victory. It's not going to happen. Sorry, it's just not.
No, it's going to be. I think it's going to be similar to our opener against Texas A&M last year. It's going to be hard fought, and it's certainly not going to be a cakewalk. I mean, listen, would I love it if we came in there and beat them by 30 or 40 points? Yeah, but am I expecting that? Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Right.
The worst thing you could do is disrespect your opponent, and then you piss them off, and you're going to be in for a long day. Yeah. But I'm glad you brought up Miami's defense, because let's talk about our defense that we're countering with. Yeah. Now, we're losing some key guys from our defense. Obviously, Morrison, he's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Xavier Watts. I forgot who drafted him.
Atlanta Falcons.
The Falcons. Okay. Lost them both to the NFL, but
the NFC South was really taking it Notre Dame guys this draft.
Yeah, I noticed that trend too.
Because our tight end went to the Carolina Panthers. Oh, why can't I think of his name? Mitchell Evans. So yeah, AFC South was really, or NFC South, sorry, definitely hitting guys. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned tight end because this is a chance for Eli Raridan to step up, especially without Cooper Flanagan being in the lineup this week for the opener. But getting back on defense, despite all we lost, we've still got a lot of familiar faces coming back. I'm talking about guys like Jalen Sneed and Christian Gray, Leonard Moore, Don Schuler, Bryce Young, the son of Bryant Young. And Bryce had a pretty nice season last year in his freshman year.
Yep, he did.
Some block kicks and making some big plays. Jason Onye, Donovan Heinisch, Boubacar Traore. And Drake Bowen, look for him in particular to really step up and make a name for himself. And same with Kingston Viamu-Asa, who his mother is a very nice woman. She actually follows us on Twitter.
Yep.
So Mrs. Asa.
No, Asa had a great season last year. When he was called upon, him and Kennedy Urlacher, and Urlacher was a head scratcher when he transferred out. But, as a freshman, just absolutely instant impact on that defense, which was incredible to see. So I know we loved it, and I know Freeman loved it too. So, yeah, definitely have to watch out for him.
But also a big key addition to this year's defense. And also, how could we forget about Carson Hobbs? He made some strides last year too.
Yeah.
A key addition at the safety position for us to help fill that void with Xavier Watts no longer here. Devontae Smith, the transfer from Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've seen a few of this guy's highlights. Not too shabby.
No.
So despite what we've lost, we're coming back with some firepower.
Yes.
And I think
I 100% agree.
I think we can be just as good as last year, if not better.
Yeah. No, I that's the scary part, like, as a Notre Dame fan, because like defense has been solid for the last about decade with Notre Dame. Offense has been up and down. And for the first time in a long time, you lose a bunch of guys on offense, but you take a step forward, which is crazy to think about. Like, for Notre Dame, it's just absolutely crazy to think that we take a step forward with the offense. Like, what? So, yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm 110% excited. This game may put the nation on notice with this Notre Dame offense. I really think so. Like, these guys are gonna showcase themselves come Sunday night, and it's gonna be fun.
And so another big key piece that I completely whiffed on and forgot to mention, Jordan Patello. He will be available against Miami, so there's some more firepower for our defense.
Mm-hmm.
So this has a chance to be a big statement for us to start the year, as you were pointing out. People can write us off. They do every year, even after we're coming off of a good season. But I like excuse me.
Nice.
I like it when we're the underdog.
Yeah.
Keep picking against us.
Right.
There's people told Pat McAfee, "Hey, keep picking against us, Pat. It's only making us better in the playoffs."
Yeah.
There was that trend.
Nope. I look at it like the playoffs start now for Notre Dame. You're Notre Dame. People are going to look for a reason to put you out. It's a 12-game playoff. Here's game 1. Start it up.
Exactly. So it's kind of always hard to do that first game of the year, at least in my opinion, when we do these, because
nothing to go off of.
Nothing to go off of, because every unit is different year in and year out. It's not always the same.
Right.
There's always some tweaks, and obviously there's some big ones for us this year. New quarterback, and all that. So you're right. It's hard to go off of, because you can't completely go off of what you saw the year before.
Right.
With all the new faces in there, it takes guys time to gel. But still, I think we have a pretty good idea of what we have. So not much. Let's just stop dancing in circles here. Let's get right to the favorite part of every preview. Let's get to the score prediction.
Yep.
Let's hear it. So Ben, I'm always kind to let the ladies go first.
Well, yeah. The bearded lady, if you will. I don't know. Like, this could be a game where the defenses really dominate, or this could be this could be a game where the offenses just explode. I like to think that this game will be a little more low scoring. So I'm going to say Notre Dame 31, Miami 21.
Oh, dude, it was just a point off. I was going to say 30-20. That's my score prediction. I'm saying 30-20. It could be a little less for us possibly on offense, considering we do have a first-time starting quarterback. But still, I mean, despite the fact that Carr's young and making his first collegiate start, he's played in some big games before. That part shouldn't be really all that new to him. But of course, things are a little different when the spotlight is now on you, a much bigger spotlight. You know, because high school, it's a big spotlight, but not that big compared to the next level.
Right.
But I think, you know, Freeman and his coaching staff, they've known how to bring out the best in their players in all three phases of the game. So this one, just as good as Miami's defense is, we're going to bring the firepower on offense. And even with a first-time starting quarterback at the collegiate level, we have the capability to bring it. So that's my prediction. Now, I'm never going to predict us to lose anyway, but if we're able to bring out the best, if that coaching staff is able to bring out the best in everybody, that's how I see it. 30-20, Notre Dame wins. A little bit higher than that opener against Texas A&M last year, but yeah, I think that's still kind of in the ballpark.
Yeah. Yep. I dig it. I absolutely dig it.
Yeah. So I think at least I do anyway. That's all I have for the first preview of 2025.
I got nothing else, man. Like, I'm just excited. We're back. Excited that it gets to be a primetime game. Excited that it's a legendary matchup with Miami. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. Can't ask much more than that.
And obviously, Ben, you know this, but I got to tell everybody else too. Do you hear that sound with me talking? What's that sound? Did you notice the no crackles? The no weird setup with the microphone? It's because I got a new one. New microphone. Tripod just stands there. No clamping stuff to my desk here. None of that bullshit. New speaker system. So, Sean Moriarty, a.k.a. ND Sean 45, is coming up in the world. Now the next step, the webcam and a new keyboard. And if I got headphones, I'm just trying to figure out how to get them working because they're ones that I'm not used to. So, but with that said, Ben, great way to start 2025 for yet another season here on the Two Irish Brothers show. Should be a lot of fun this year. Not just the previews and recaps, but I'm sure we'll find some fun in between.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe have some more people on. You know, I mean, we haven't talked to our buddy Matt in a while.
Nope.
And he has a book out. I don't know if you're finished with it yet, but we got to talk to him about that. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, the bottom line is you never know what to expect here on the Two Irish Brothers show. Just when you think you have us figured out, we throw something else at you.
Yep.
So, with that said, I am Sean Moriarty.
I'm Benjamin Walters.
This has been another episode of the Two Irish Brothers Show and our first preview for 2025. And on that note, as we always say, every video, good night, God bless, hit that subscribe tab, which we forgot to mention at the start. So subscribe tab, like tab, you guys know the drill. And go Irish!
Go Irish! Beat the Hurricanes!